Hello, family. So we were running a little late, but we are here. Apologize for the lateness. How are you today? Welcome to the live. Um, we not doing Instagram today because it's crazy. My phone dead. Right, I'm in the house, in the office for so long that my phone is dead. It's horrible. So definitely, this is for Facebook, Instagram. Well, I guess I can do it here. But I got some notes. All right, so let's get down to it. So why do we go live Monday through Friday? Tomorrow we will not be going live, but there will be a recording. We are going out of town. Right. So we just won't be available to do the live. So definitely, but there will be a recording for you for tomorrow. So why do we go live Monday through Friday? Because people are always asking me questions. People DM me, they email me, they text me, they call me, ask me different questions about business, about life, about kids, about spouses, right? And crazy questions too. And I just want to make sure that I have the time to answer your questions. Do here is I go live for 15 minutes and I answer your question. And that's what I do over here is I go live for 15 minutes and answer your question. All right, so I got to put the timer on the clock here. There we go. Let's see. Let's play it. All right, so let's see. Did we go to the question for today? The question today is, what is a trust? Questions and answers live with your CEO 3 times. All right, so what is a trust? All right, so remember, sometimes I look at these questions when sometimes I look at these questions when y'all look at these questions, but we gonna figure this out. And sometimes I'm like super prepared. All right, so that's why I go live Monday through Friday. Make sure you still keep sending me your questions. I'll definitely answer them here. This is another question I get all the time. Why do they call you CEO 3 times? They call me CEO 3 times because we have 3 companies, right? So we have company number 1, top of the line healthcare staffing. That is our healthcare staffing company that staffs medical professionals in hospitals, nursing homes, and doctors' offices. Then we have TOTLHS Heart of Gold Inc. This is our nonprofit. This is our baby that houses the Heart of Gold Gala. It also helps medical professionals with rental assistance, child care assistance, financial literacy, credit education, right? So it is an education powerhouse that we are going to fill to the brim. And then we got number 3, the real Elisa Applewhite Consulting. And this is what has brought you questions and answers live. This is why we answer your questions live, because of the consulting agency that we have. We also consult with other healthcare staffing owners on how to target premium clients. We also consult with everyday people to show them how to do a staffing agency from scratch to government. We also help, who else? Healthcare staffing employees, right? We help them to be the best medical professional they can be. And we work with hospitals to help them learn how to target and to retain their staff. All right, so the question today we got is, what is a trust? So normally I give 3 things on what I think what a trust is, right? And I go into elaboration about the 3 things. But today I definitely want to give y'all a source, and I'm gonna create a banner here because I want to make sure his name is applied, because he's like the trust king. Right. And you can follow him on Instagram. Right. That is it. I'm sitting here looking at his Instagram. That's why I'm doing it. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to make this a scroller so y'all can see him. Right. All right. So the question is, what is trust? The king of trust to me, when I think about trust, is this guy right here, right? Rick the Wealth Coach. Rick the Wealth Coach will teach you. He has videos on Instagram. He will teach you how and why it is important to have a trust in a business, right? And when I first started my business, I didn't understand the importance of why I should have a trust. I just didn't understand the concept, people. And I'm just like, all right, you want me to buy a trust, invest in this trust to open it. But normally teach you. And this is why I'm saying to you, I am not an expert when it comes to trust. So whoever asked me this question, I'm going to answer it to the best of my ability and the knowledge that I have. But the expert when it comes to trust is Rick, the wealth coach. He is the expert when it comes to trust, establishing trust, the different types of trust that you can do. All right. And I got some notes on this one because, again, I am not an expert when it comes to trust. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to put here is, what is a trust? It's asset protection. So from my understanding, right, and I'm reading my notes here. So a trust is a legal arrangement where one party, the trustor or the settlor, transfers assets or property to another party, the trustee, okay, who holds and manages the assets for the benefits of a third party, the beneficiary. The third party, the beneficiary. Trusts are often used to protect and manage assets provided for the financial needs of beneficiaries, minimize estate taxes, and ensure the orderly distribution of assets. So what I was told was the great thing about a trust is it is used to protect everything that's under your business. So your business is an asset. We talked about this yesterday. Assets, what? They generate money. They keep bringing in money. Good assets, right? Period. Assets, period, bring in money. If it's an asset and it's not bringing in money, it's a liability. It's no longer even an asset. So we can't even say it's good assets and bad assets. No. If it's not bringing in money, it's not an asset. It's a liability, right? So it protects that money-making thing that you do, right? That product that you do, that business that you do, right? This is what trust protect. It protects it. Business and you're in the business, somebody sue you and you are, let's say, the guarantor on the business, or if not, if they sue you, they suing you in your business, right? If they sue your trust, which is under your business, the trust is the umbrella over the businesses, then they're suing the trust. They're not suing you, right? It's not affecting you, right? So it will not mess up the assets that need to be protected because it's a whole different umbrella, right? So I think about trust as an umbrella over your business, and it protects your business from certain things that's trying to target and knock it out of business, right? So I think of trust. All right. So definitely trust protects your assets. It's created for asset protection. So definitely, again, I'm gonna put this name up here because he know more than I do. Rick, the wealth coach, he can explain to you more in detail on how a trust can protect your assets. Let's get to it. The next one is tax planning. So this is what, from my understanding, when it comes to trust, it can help you decrease your taxes when you're in business, right? So when you're in business, it's certain things that you can write off in a business. It's certain things that you can get in your business that can be considered a tax write-off, where meaning you don't have to pay a certain amount of taxes on that item. From my understanding, trusts help you to maximize how much you can write off in a business compared to you just not having a trust, right? So if you're a regular business, you know the stuff that you want to write off. Your accountant, right? Because we talked about having an accountant. They know the things that they need to write off. But if you have a trust, some of those things can now be write-offs at larger amounts. I'm smiling. And there's a lot of tax breaks. Anybody with a trust, I want you to put trust in the comments. Put trust in the comments, definitely. So we can get more insight on this. But the Rick, the wealth coach, look, he knows all about trust. So the what is a trust? When I think about it, is tax planning, right? It helps you to learn how to plan your taxes effectively, so you are not being targeted every year in business with a high amount of money that you owe to the government, right? The trust helps you to learn ways or qualifies your business for other things so you can decrease your tax liability to the government. And I always talk lightly when it comes to the government because I'm going to do business with them one day. There you go. So, I always talk lightly when it comes to the government and the IRS. But Rick will explain this more in details. What is a trust? So definitely it's good for tax planning, and it can help you to have a plan for your taxes, how to pay your taxes, what percentage of your taxes are paid based on the trust, right? So it's all just depending on how that trust is set up. And one thing I didn't know that I learned is that it's different type of trust, y'all. Like, I'm like, what in the world? It's different type of trust. So I'm gonna name to y'all the trust that I see here. So there's various types of trust, such as revocable trust, irrevocable trust, testamentary trust, living trust, special needs trust, each with its own specific purposes and characteristics. And it might be more, but that's a lot. That's a lot to learn. So Rick is the trust king. Let's trust Rick with it. All right. So then, what is a trust? Succession planning. And that is one of the reasons why I really truly got interested in trust. So for people who don't know, succession planning is generational wealth. So you are planning your business to help give it to somebody else other than yourself. You are planning your business to outlive you. This is what succession planning is, right? And the great thing about trust is it helps you to establish a plan to successfully pass this over the legal way, the right way, right? A sustainable way, your business to your generation or whoever you decide to pass it over to, right? So to me, that is the biggest thing about a trust. If I don't know nothing else about a trust, I know succession planning is what I definitely wanted out of it, because of the setup and how it sets your kids up for generational wealth and wealth to come, right? So we go over this. We got about 3 minutes left. What is a trust? Number one, we said asset protection. Number two is tax planning. And number three is succession planning. All right, y'all. So definitely, I want you to go ahead and go to Instagram and make sure you friend Rick the Wealth Coach. Make sure you friend Rick the Wealth Coach. Start looking at his videos because from my understanding, and this is just my understanding, this is not facts. I have not seen this for myself. But a lot of rich people have trust, and these are ways that they decrease their tax liabilities when it comes to owning businesses and paying the IRS their tax liabilities, right? And this is ways that they protect their assets is by owning their company under trust, right? So if I get some information, I'm definitely gonna answer it to the best of my ability. So whoever asked me this question, I appreciate it because it gave me some insight as well on what is trust. I just thought trust was the one thing. I never knew that it was multiple. It was multiple things. I never knew there were multiple trusts, right? Some of the things that I read that I would love to share with you, especially about healthcare staffing. I think this is so important, right? So when it comes to asset protection with healthcare staffing, by transferring assets to your trust, you can separate them from personal and business liabilities. This can safeguard your assets from potential lawsuits or financial risks associated with the business, right? When you have a healthcare staffing agency in a trust, right, when it comes to your employee benefits, you can establish a trust to provide employee benefits such as healthcare, retirement plans, or disability benefits. These trusts, such as an employee benefits trust, right, can help attract and retain skilled employees in the healthcare staffing business, right? We got about 2 minutes. Tax planning. When it comes to tax planning in the healthcare staffing industry, when it comes to a trust, depending on the jurisdiction and specific laws, certain trust structures can be used for tax planning purposes. For example, irrevocable life Insurance Trust, ILIT, can help you minimize estate taxes by ensuring that the proceeds from life insurance policies are not subject to estate taxation, right? And in succession planning, when it comes to healthcare staffing, if you have a plan to pass on your healthcare staffing business to future generations or specific individuals, a trust can play a vital role in easing the transition. For instance, a family trust can be used to hold and manage the business assets, distribute income to beneficiaries, and ensure the continuity of your business. All right, y'all. So we got 56 seconds left. I hope I gave you enough information for you to understand the basics of trust. Definitely reach out to Rich, the wealth coach. I'm talking about his whole thing. Everything he do is trust. He even have challenges to teach people how to do trust. And I think that as a business owner, definitely you need to have a trust in your business, right? And I'm speaking to myself too. So you definitely need to have a trust in your business. So we could get some breaks too. All right. So definitely, I want to make sure I'm saying this. Go follow me on all social media platforms. The Real Elisa Applewhite, right? The Real Elisa Applewhite. Go ahead and like my Facebook page, The Real Elisa Applewhite. Go like my YouTube channel. Go subscribe right now. Subscribe right now to the YouTube channel. All right, family. Definitely have a great weekend. I will see y'all on Monday. Thank you for being with me today. Timer went off. Oh, no, I didn't. I can't end it like that, y'all. Y'all know I can't end it like that. I'm so glad. Let's go back. I'm doing too much. I'm ready to go. Look at me. I'm excited to get to the beach. Listen. I'm so glad that you're here today. I am so glad. Nobody told you that today. I'm so glad that you're here today. And I want you to know that I absolutely love you. I don't even know who you are, but I am praying for you continuously. But the God that I serve loves you so much more that I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it, y'all. It gives me chills to think about how much love he has for me, right? And he has for you. So I need for you to go out and get it. I need you to figure out, talk to your maker, get this love. Feels good to be loved. All right. So as always, if it's something that you want to do, there's no guarantee that you're going to be here at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. But there's a guarantee right now while you are living and breathing and talking that you can do whatever your dreams and goals desire right at this moment. So go ahead and do it. And don't listen to people who say you can't. Don't listen to people who say, well, they say if it's too good to be true, it must be true. Who is the they that said it? And the person that's saying it, my question is, how much have you made in your lifetime? Those are questions. When people give me money advice, how much have you made in your lifetime? How many businesses have you started? And how many did you sell? That's it. If you can't answer those questions, what is the large amount of money you made at one time? How many businesses have you ran? How many businesses have you sold? If you can't answer that question for me, I will not get any financial advice from you. I won't. I promise you I won't. But go ahead, enjoy yourself. Take this day and just get to whatever it is that you desire to get to, because the only thing holding you from your future is you. That's it. All right.
Healthcare is affected by everything, right? You could be walking and have a stroke or have a heart attack. Now you are in the healthcare system, right? You can just all of a sudden start having mental issues and now you're in the healthcare system, right? You could be minding your business and somebody can come in and shoot you or hit your car or something like that. And now you are in the healthcare arena. And this is why healthcare is so important to me, because to me it matters who's at the bedside, right? So I always say to people, it doesn't matter to me that I have a nurse that say, hey, I'm a nurse or I'm a CNA, and they show up at the building, right? That doesn't show me their integrity. Their integrity, their accountability, their professionalism, it shows when the door is closed. That is how you know how true a person is to their mission of being a healthcare professional, right? It's how they treat the patients with the doors closed. And my goal is to help to educate healthcare staffing owners, and also medical professionals, and again, hospitals, on how to help medical professionals get back to that mindset of how to treat people when the door is closed.